Alright. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, into the semi-final match between Ty2 and Naugrim. At the top left position as the white Zerg, we will have Ty2.
Then in the bottom left, so he random Zerg. That's kind of crazy. We do have the teal Zerg, Naugrim.
Yeah, that could actually be quite nice for Ty2 to roll a ZvZ here. So you know he'll be very, very comfortable playing the Zerg, obviously, and he can definitely do some kind of early Ling aggression that Naugrim might be unprepared for.
Yeah, I think this is like the best possible situation for him to come into this with. I know he can play the other races quite well, like he's got good off races as well, but yeah, getting his main race in random is kind of lucky.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to think here. So if I'm Naugrim playing against a random, do I 12 hatch? Or do I try and just overpull or something? What is he actually... Wait, is he gonna... Okay, no, that's not hatch, that's a scouting worker.
Okay, we've got a 9 pull coming up for Ty2.
Yep.
Kind of normal for him. And it looks like it's going to be an overpull for Naugrim as well, so he's not going crazy. But I think against random 12 hatch may be a little bit too greedy. It's very dangerous to do that, especially because you don't know what the other guy is going to be doing or what race he's even playing.
Well, I think he's going to do it though. He's got 12 drones.
Oh, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I think 12 hatch is the go. Oh, it's 12 pool. Okay. Okay, fair enough.
There we go. That's a little bit safer, especially, like, luckily enough for Ty2 as well, he sent his Overlord to the right, so Naugrim is going to find out about the fact his opponent is Zerg as slow as physically possible.
Yeah. That's completely on purpose by Ty2, because he knows Naugrim would be scouting vertically on this map. And interestingly, the drone also not quite going to see the Overlord either, so it's going to take a really long time for Naugrim to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, he's actually going to back out just as the Overlord gets there, so that's kind of on push of him. But did he see the drone leave the choke? A drone did leave Ty2's space, but I don't think he would have seen it. He's going to see these lings though. Does he have any defense? He's got the 12 hatch just gone up now. Ty2 actually sending the drone in the right direction. It could have been unfortunate if they were crossed because he wouldn't have known where it actually spawned. Looks like 6 lings will be the order of the day in Naugrim's hatchery. He built those at the same time. I can't imagine they'd be drones. And he's going to have a little bit of trouble holding onto this hatchery if Ty2 targets properly.
Yeah, he has to pull a couple of drones to defend this, but 12 pull against 9 pull is definitely okay. This hatchery should definitely be defendable. He's going to take some damage now. The main thing he's got to be careful of is when speed finishes. Ty2 is going to have a much faster speed than Naugrim, and that could be the real tipping point in this Ling versus Ling engagement. I mean, either in the engagement itself or with Ty2 abusing the speed to run some Lings past and really going after the drone line. But it looks like no. Okay, now speed finishes. Pretty good micro though from Naugrim, I gotta say.
Yeah. Both of them sort of jostling back and forth. We do see a lair going up in Ty2's base as well. He used his next 150 gas to get that lair.
Man, oh no!
This is such a good engagement.
Now Ty2 is taking it down. Cat is not happy about this. Cat's like, Naugrim built it. Oh my god, there's a sunken! No, he built a sunken in Naugrim's base. What the heck?
Oh man.
He's sunken rushed Naugrim.
Ty2 is on SCT with Faust. Ty2 living up to Faust's name, showing some throwback to their 2v2.
Oh my god, and he's got enough links to defend it as well, and I think this is going to be it for Naugrim. I also realized that expansion that Naugrim took is mineral only, so even if he didn't lose it, he's not going to get the benefit of a second gas, so he most likely would have been forced into a Ling all-in anyway, but this is going to be it for Naugrim. Ty2, randoming the ZvZ, takes game number 1. Alright, looks like at the top left, as the red Zerg, we are going to have Naugrim.
And then in the bottom right, in the brown, we do have the brown Protoss, Ty2.
Wow, alright. Going for that Protoss. Well, not really going for it, he randomed into it, but this should be very interesting to see. I want to see how he plays PvZ here. I'll learn something from Ty2.
There is a police siren going past my house right now. I don't know if that's appearing, but it's so loud.
I can hear it.
That game was so ridiculous, the police are coming to take me away, that's it.
Dude, they're coming to take Ty2 away, man. That game was filthy. Oh, man. Alright, arrest this random player. Dude, this is an awesome stream, man. We got all kinds of sound effects. We got cats, we got police sirens.
Let's see the full amount of English culture here. That's it. That's pretty much English culture in two sounds: cats and police sirens. There we go.
Dude, all we need now is like a football hooligan to drunkenly yell about something in the background, and we'll be good to go.
And thank you very much to the 3 people who just followed me. I can't see your names right now because it's all hidden behind my overlays and everything. But I'll check afterwards. Thank you very much.
Hey. Guys, you can
Yeah,
watch.
we do see Drone Scout coming out from Naugrim. He does need to find out what he's against.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Of course, he always has to early drone scout his opponent. That's so annoying.
I did see someone in chat said you shouldn't allow random, but the way I view it is if someone is going to be able to race pick, then they may as well be able to race pick random as well. Maybe they just don't like mirrors, I guess.
I think random is, well, I don't know.
I can see why it would be a little bit funky. You do have to play completely differently. And I mean, when you look at Eon Zerg's stream, if random appears, he just doesn't actually play properly. He just says, okay, chat, give me a build to do. Because he said this isn't a real game. Which is like crazy.
I think it's okay. I mean, I hate playing against it, but I think it's okay.
Not many people can even play random. Like, the way I view random is if you play all 3 races well enough that you can actually random, then that's good for me. Like, you're pretty crazy. And it looks like Ty2 is actually going to go for a Forge Fast expand, defying all expectations that he'll do something cheesy. Also the perfect play when you're playing random as well. Just playing straight up is like the least expected thing you would ever see. Like, even in ladder, I'll go in against a random and I'll think, right, what cheese am I going to get thrown at me? But just opting to be super standard here.
Yeah, I agree. I think the same thing when I face random. And the problem for Ty2 is because he scouted super late since their cross positions, he went 2 cannons. He went Forge and 2 cannons first, but Naugrim actually, I believe, went for a 12 hatch, which really puts Naugrim in a good position. In fact, Ty2 canceled the second cannon as soon as he saw the 12 hatch. He knew the timing and built a Nexus. But just from the openings, I would say Naugrim in a pretty nice spot. He's also taken the top right natural as his third base.
Yeah, he's doing exactly what he did against Drone, but in reverse. Pretty much. I think this is the exact same build, minus the fact he had to get that earlier pull. Are we going to see a similar SimCity, though, moving forward? I guess if he puts down his 4th hatchery there, we know he's going to be doing a very similar style. And we know how exciting that game was, so this could be a really good game moving forward.
And, probe sneaking in here. Gonna see not too much. So the style he used against Drone was, it was 5 hatch before lair, right? So
yeah, he's already got the lair coming up now. I mean, a good choice for him here is to maybe even go muteless, because Protoss, whenever I've seen Protosses who aren't as experienced at TOS try and face against muters, they always have a lot of trouble. So this could just be using maybe the possible inexperience of Ty2, because Drone did actually see the fact there was a second cannon to begin with, and I believe he saw it get cancelled as well. So he may be thinking he can use his years of experience of playing Protoss against Ty2 there.
But Ty2 is being very sneaky with the second gateway, super fast. Gonna come out with a surprising number of zealots. This Overlord is coming down. How soon is he gonna see it? He's almost down there now. As soon as he sees it, he's probably gonna have to build a sunken at both bases. Both the third and the natural. Okay, he sees the second gateway in the main base. I mean, he can't get away with building more Lings, I guess, but it's gonna be quite a few zealots coming his way. You can see the second gas hugely delayed by Ty2 here. And the core, in fact.
Yeah, Ty2 is going to go for a really powerful zealot attack here up to the top middle base. And now we know that Ty2 was actually watching my stream as well, so he would have seen the game between Naugrim and Drone.
Yep.
I imagine he would see at this point that it's not the same build, but he does know that he can maybe be a little bit aggressive early game, which Drone wasn't. So
Wow.
we do see the core coming up right at the bottom as well.
Naugrim,
He's forced so many lings, weirdly enough.
I mean, there's a lot of lings out, but Naugrim, other than that, he didn't build any Sunkens. He doesn't seem overly scared of the Zealots, which is actually quite good. He transferred 5 drones as well to the top right, and is now getting another hatchery. So, other than
see the Spire in his main as well.
Yeah. I mean, other than making a few extra lings, he seems kind of unfazed by this early second gateway. And in fact, Ty2 didn't really do that much with it. He kind of poked out a little bit and then pulled back. I mean, I don't know what he's waiting for here. Oh, he's going double Stargate follow-up, but without a Citadel. These are slow lots. He's not getting +1 either. These are 0 attack upgrade slow lots, completely vanilla. They're just not that scary.
And also, it looks like they're going to actually dodge each other. Wow, Naugrim with the game sensor actually sending a single ling to just go scout the top of that ramp. He did see, of course, the Zealots leave the base, but he didn't see where they were. He's going to have a lot of trouble. There is like a few little funnels that has been made because of his SimCity as third base. There's just not enough Zealots here to really do anything.
Oh man, looks like the engagement in the middle of the map is going to be very close, but the Zealots actually take out all the lings at the third base. Can they kill the Sunken Colony? It's going to be extremely close. The drones are trying to fight here. It is very, very close. Even if they kill the Sunken, I think they might all just take too much damage and die to the drone follow-up. Yeah, looks like the drone's going to kill that Zealot as well as more lings coming out, but they might kill a couple of drones. No, gonna just run behind the mineral lines.
A really clever choice. Oh, one drone does actually bug out, and he does get that drone for free. That was really unlucky. That's what happens when you don't split your workers, so you can't, like, he needed, if he was going to do that, he needed to send all his workers to the top patches so they spread out a little bit more evenly. But they do try and move in. Yeah, the Mute is flying across the map now to his main. He does have one Corsair. Is there a second one somewhere? He's not actually building any more.
There's 2 on the Nexus.
So there is.
Yeah. So I think he's okay here. So 3 Corsairs plus the cannon. I mean, Ty2 knowing exactly that this is the kind of the standard Berserk response to seeing how delayed the Protoss tech is. You know, when the Protoss gets that second gateway before their gas even, when the Protoss is going for these early Zealot shenanigans, very often they delay their tech. They don't really have very great anti-air, so going for Mutas is a great choice. And Ty2 responding by immediately going for the 2 Stargates as soon as his core finished.
Yeah, Ty2, I never really thought about the advantage he could get by knowing exactly what Naugrim would do in response to things. It's actually quite clever. The one thing Naugrim's done is he did leave some Scourge at the top of the base there for a little bit. I thought that was to try and intercept the Corsairs as they left. But Ty2 now up to 5 Corsairs, adding the 6th and 7th as well. Naugrim is going to have to be very careful with this mass air style he's doing at the moment. Is he transitioning? There is now a Hydralisk Den up at the front of his natural. Weird Dancing Overlord hiding a Spore Colony, and he's got Sunkens coming up at both bases now as well, so he's not going to die to... He's at least not going to die to DTs, and his Overlord should be safe.
Yeah, but the Corsairs are now moving out. 7 Corsairs, interestingly no +1 upgrade for them, but I guess if you have like a full control group of Corsairs, the +1 upgrade doesn't actually... Well, I mean, it's still good, but you're already, one-shotting everything in the air from Naugrim anyway, so maybe you don't strictly need it. And...
Ty2 is being really clever here. He's sending 1 Zealot up to the natural just to see how much defense is there. And when he sees there's only 2 Sunkens, he actually moves his Zealots away from that third, and he's going straight for the natural. It isn't as well defended.
+1 attack still isn't done yet for these Zealots, though. That is quite an important upgrade for them. But they're just going in right now, and here we go. He sees the Spore Colony, he's running in. Oh man, nice wall here with the Hydras. The drones coming off, all the drones coming off. Nice drill from the drones. Only 1 Zealot made it actually to the Sunkens, but a lot of drones are dying. Look at him. He's targeting down the drones, and the Hydras have now fallen. The Zealots, are they going to run in? They're actually going to try and run straight into the main base. The Mutas, though, they do come back. What are the Corsairs doing? The Corsairs going to fight down, take down all of these Mutas, and now 4 Speedlots wreaking havoc in the main base.
He's lost so many Corsairs, so if he doesn't do enough damage with this push-in with the Zealots, he's going to be at such a disadvantage when these Mutas counterattack him.
Oh man.
And it looks like a really nice drone drill again. Saves most of his drones in his main, and also lets the very small amount of lings actually clean up those Zealots, so really good move by him. The final Zealots are actually going to go down to these Mutalists that are pushing across the map again. And Ty2 is in a dire situation here. I think most of his Corsairs actually went down. He's only got 5 left.
Yep.
Has he added any more on? He's adding 1 more at least.
Is this Zealot in the main base stuck next to the Templar Archives? I've never seen a Zealot stuck before, but that looks stuck to me.
I mean, it must be. That's kind of crazy, because you would have thought it could go above the Stargate, but I guess the Stargate's actually tight with the Templar Archives at the bottom. So that's kind of crazy.
Unlucky for that Zealot. Looks like Naugrim pretty happy in how that went and is now taking another base at the top right. If Ty2 can stabilize and actually rebuild his Air Force, he could potentially think of things like DT drops at the top right. That'd be pretty cool. But for the time being, he's just got to be defensive. As you said, kind of got wiped out in that earlier attack. And wait, is this pylon at his natural mannering his gas? No, it's just because he's got 4 guys on gas. What the heck? What's up with this gas mining? Look at this. This is so weird looking.
It doesn't do it all the time either. I think it's because of the 4 guys, because as soon as he... Like, when that other guy goes in, and there's only 3 at the gas, they go back the right way, but then as soon as that one waits by the pylon, it screws it all up. He does actually pick up a shot as well. This is quite dangerous. He's going to take the island. That's actually a really clever move, because he has air superiority at the moment. I need to find his Corsairs again, but he did have up to 7 before again.
They're following the shuttle in the middle of the map.
So they are. What else has he got in the shuttle, though? Oh, man.
No idea.
If
He's
he
gonna get
flies up
caught.
and takes the other island, that'd be cool.
Take the island in between the Zerg bases.
Yeah.
That'd be insane.
Just build carriers up there. There we go. Get bonus in this game.
Alright, is this a DT drop? What's in here? It's the amazing, the legendary, the classic.
Oh, DTs! Oh, 1 DT.
1 DT and 2
Oh,
Zealots.
he's killing the Overlord. There's no detection here whatsoever.
Where'd the DT go? Oh, there it is. It's AFK!
Oh,
Wait.
no.
Oh, he's gonna hide it. Oh. Sneaky Protoss.
I'm not sure if that was intentional or if that's just the way he's dealing with the fact he did actually... Oh, it dies. Naugrim must have seen it move because he just moved those Hydralisks and the Overlord straight down. There's a random Overlord in the middle of the map. Ty2's just flown straight past it, not opting to kill it. Oh, he's going back now. That's okay.
Yeah.
And the shuttle does make out of there alive, so he can still do more drops, so good move by him at least.
But
He is finding himself somewhat stuck on 2 base.
yeah, a single Mutalisk denies that 3rd base because the Corsairs were busy elsewhere. So where is he going to try to expand? I guess he's going to try to expand to the right side, but remember, Naugrim completely shut down when Drone tried to expand to a similar base. And looks like the Corsairs moving to the top right once again. Nothing really for them to do here without that shuttle bringing any units along. Is there a shuttle? No.
There are so many Overlords there though, and there's not that much anti-air. Oh, now there is. There's loads of Hydras just popped. He needs to move his Corsairs. Oh, the move command actually didn't help. I think he was trying to move directly under the Corsairs so he could kill as many as possible, but in that minute, it gave Ty2 a good chance to react.
Oh my god.
He could be in trouble here though.
Ty2's army got a little bit stuck because his front gateway at the wall is actually not rallied anywhere, so I think some of the units were bugging out. He's actually left a handful of units at his natural. He's going for a big attack now. He's going to have to do some serious damage with this attack because he's not getting a 3rd base. What upgrades does he have? He's got 2-0 against, 1-0 Hydras with their attack upgrade. Looks like the shuttle, though, again, perhaps going for another DT drop in the main while he distracts with the main army. I don't see any High Templar with this army. I think they're lagging behind. There's one High Templar that's kind of creep blocking his Dragoons. And it looks like, oh my god, did he see the shuttle? Interception! Interception! Oh,
High Templar as well. That's not the unit to be losing right now. He's going to try and push in. He does have 6 gateways worth of production, but there's just so much defense here. He has no observer.
it's okay, he's
So
got a
he's
probe.
not going to be able to break through the... Oh yeah, he's going to build a cannon. There we go. Oh,
He is! He's doing it! See, Kicks, it's just like he said. Building a cannon.
oh and he's actually got the Dragoons ranging down this spore colony as well. So the Corsairs may actually be able to move him, but look at the amount of red just flooding across the middle of the map now, just completely trapping this gateway army in. There's some more Dragoons coming up, but they're going to run into their death if they're not careful. Some poor High Templar probably wants to turn away and go home. Actually building the cannon. There we go. He could even get the Hydralist in here, though. This is like we're watching a sort of early game ZVP, but in reverse.
Yep, and as you said, those goons are going to get intercepted in the middle of the map. There were a few goons also AFK in Ty2's base. He forgot to rally one of his gateways. Looks like he is, I think he's fixed it by now.
Well.
Oh god.
There's so many goons stuck there. That poor Zealot is like,
what?
please move.
What the heck is going on over there? Is that a miss rally?
I think the goons are just bugging out and getting stuck, but he's breaking in the front. He's pushing forward with cannons as well. He's got an observer there finally, that's why.
What the heck is
there's
Ty2
such a huge
doing?
army coming from behind.
Oh my
This
god.
is such an insane game.
Units from the top, units from the bottom, a decent storm on the Hydralisk. The cannon holds. Is it going to be enough? Another second storm is pretty good, but the Protoss gets wiped off the face of the map, and looks like Ty2's finally.
Yeah, he had so many units stuck in his main that he's actually got a big army again, just moved out of just Dragoons though, so he needs to be very careful with this. It's just crazy, man. He needs a shuttle or something to try and move over and do some damage here. He's only got 2 Corsairs left, one does go down, so just 1 Corsair, not opting to building more, he doesn't really have the money to. He never actually cleared out that Mutalisk in the bottom middle either, so he's not been able to take that island.
Yeah, I mean,
the Corsair just running through.
He's down like 30 supply right now. I think he's pretty dead. He's mined out at his main now, effectively. So, you know, pretty soon he's not going to be able to reproduce anymore. This might be like one giant last attack, see if he can do something against Naugrim, but it's not going to happen, I don't think. I mean, maybe this Goon Force can do a little bit, but without the Psionic Storm to back it up, it's going to be really, really difficult. Once again, the Zerg coming in with the surround.
Every single side.
GG! And at the top right is the Blue Zerg, randoming into his main race. It is Ty2.
And in the bottom right, we do have in the 5 o'clock position, TOT's Naugrim.
Oh man, Ty2 rolling Zerg yet again. Getting a little bit lucky with the roulette here. But he looked at the prize pool, even though he said he didn't want to, so maybe he's nervous now.
Yeah, maybe that was the problem the last game, like, he accidentally on his second monitor opened up Maturino at the same time and was like, oh no! And then just threw his army away.
Oh man, nice.
Oh, this is crazy. He is so unbelievably lucky, and look at that again. Scouting to the left, knowing that Naugrim, if he was in the bottom, would probably scout vertically, due to the layout of the map as well, to get to the natural quicker. I mean, I guess this does get him to Naugrim's natural, or what could possibly be the natural anyway, but still, Naugrim's gonna have to send out another drone scout.
Oh my god, Ty2 is... Okay, no, he's 9 pulling, never mind. I thought he was gonna 9 hatch, I was like, what? No, but it's actually a 9 pull. Alright.
It's gonna be so long again before he actually manages to scout this, because he's sending the Overlord northbound, and the drone scout in the other direction, so... he's going up to 12 drones again. Is he going to 12 hatch or is he going to 12 pull this time? Maybe he thinks there's no... Oh, no, we do see a 12 pull. There we go.
Yep.
12 pull starts immediately as that 12th drone spawns. And
yes.
We do see Ty2 going for the other gas again.
Indeed we do, and this worked out exactly perfectly for him in game number 1. Will we see the expansion from Naugrim? Now, the funny thing is, actually in that game, someone in the chat very smartly said, if you play random and you roll ZvZ, shouldn't you go 12 hatch knowing that your opponent has to go 12 pool? And I was like, huh, that actually makes a lot of sense. But I guess Ty2 likes his 9 pools, so we're going to have to see here. Now the Overlord is going to see the Zerglings come out, and it's going to come down to the micro yet again, it's going to come down to the speed.
Yeah, so this is pretty much a complete mirror of the first game. Well, maybe not mirror because it is Ty2 doing the same thing, but... Still crazy that the Overlord will spot this. The drone is actually going straight back home. He knows he needs it back to A mine and also defend. Will he get enough Zerglings out in time? It looks like he will have 6 Zerglings spawn just in a moment. He does have his assimilator coming up now. It looks like Ty2 is now at 100 gas. His speed... No, actually, he must already... Does he have speed?
I feel like that was a lair first. There's no way he can have both.
Yeah, that was definitely lair first. Yeah. I don't think he could have got enough gas, so he's opting to not go for the exact same thing this time. Gonna try and use his micro to take down this hatchery.
The Very interesting. Oh man, he's doing quite a bit of damage here. He has forced the 3 drones to be pulled from Naugrim as well, but without that speed boost that we saw in the first game, I think it's unlikely that he's actually gonna do any kind of serious damage here, aside from, you know, the loss of lining time on these 3 drones. But he's going out the hatchery yet again. Oh man, Naugrim needs to do something. Naugrim could potentially trap him. Oh man, the drones are on the top side though, but the things just stopped. What was that?
That was really weird. They sort of stood on top of the drone and then just sort of didn't do anything. They didn't even attack.
What the
But the one thing
heck?
is, the Overlord does see the 1 hatch layer, so...
Oh, speed is done though.
He knows...
He actually does have speed.
Does now, yeah. I think he must have got it second though.
Oh god, he's actually
this
gonna
is
do
such an
it with
engagement.
speed! Speedlings greater than slowlings, although it's pretty close here. And Naugrim actually had... I don't know if those links bugged out or something, but I thought they came from the natural, but no, it looks like they're coming from the main. And actually, it's gonna be pretty close. It's pretty close. Naugrim's holding.
Yes, this is such an incredible... He's lucky that Ty2 actually opted not to go into full lings. He's actually saved his lava for a bit, only now adding the lings. Going straight into Spire. Naugrim doesn't have lair yet, so this could be a problem. He may hold off against these lings, but as long as Ty2 doesn't do anything stupid and lose to the counterattack, his mutas are going to be so much earlier than Naugrim's.
Yeah, he might need to build a sunken, considering he's facing the 2 hatchling. I'm not 100% sure. He's going to try and hold the top of his ramp, but he really has very, very few lings. Actually, I don't think he can necessarily even hold the top of his ramp here. I think, okay, yeah, he is going to build a sunken colony to make sure he doesn't die to lings. Meanwhile, Naugrim, what is he going to do? He's actually not mining gas, which means he's probably going to go for the spores. It looks like we have the breakup for Naugrim. Is the sunken colony finished? It's not actually even started yet. The creep colony's not finished yet. This could be quite bad for Ty2. Ty2, is he going to lose any drones? He's trying to just fight off these drones from Naugrim. He is losing, or he did lose a drone there.
The other thing is, he tried to send 2 of the lings that he could have had to defend for a counterattack, but Naugrim very smartly left 2 lings on the ramp, and that allowed him to fend that off without any losses. And Ty2 needs to be incredibly careful here. He does now finally... Oh, did he lose another drone there? It doesn't look like it. The sunken does save it.
One hit.
That drone, yeah, 1 hit away. That's very lucky for him there. He's actually pulled a drone to the ramp as well. No, he sends that back now, probably a miss rally. We still don't see a lair coming up for Naugrim though.
Wait.
He's opting to go for the evolution chamber.
He had a lair morphing and he cancelled it. He definitely had it morphing. Wow.
Maybe he realized the evolution chamber was going to finish quicker. He does have the creep colonies coming up at both bases now. The spores would be a hell of a lot quicker than the spire, and he could just lose the spire as it tries to build. Only 1 muta actually out at the moment, where he is only on 1 muta, 1 hatchery production. Gonna harass the lings a little bit, but he needs to move over as quick as possible. But he's gonna find this spore colony.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Ty2, he's at 6 drones mining minerals against... Well, actually, he's at 4 drones mining minerals now against 10 drones for Naugrim. And Naugrim actually just made all drones from his main. That is quite brave, but I guess he knows, you know, there's no... With the spore colonies here, he can't die to mutas, and he's got enough lings to actually defend against any kind of ling attack from Ty2, so he feels pretty safe. I think Naugrim is actually in great shape right now.
Yeah, Naugrim's in an incredible position in this game, actually getting a supply lead as well. Most of it is in lings, but there's nowhere that... Oh, no, just out of range of those... the second spore will deal with these, but he can't do any damage whatsoever.
Alright, looks like
Cancelling that lair is a very clever choice in this part. Like, I think that may have won Naugrim the game by getting that earlier evolution chamber.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, the lair at that point would have done nothing, because he knew there was no way his spire would be on time, so he had to just spore up, and if you're just going to spore up anyway, why waste those minerals on the lair at that point? I think he might have gotten the lair now, because I just saw him spend some gas, but let's focus on this micro here. It looks like, wow.
Yeah, the lair is coming up.
Gonna be able to micro this down.
Yeah, Ty2 I think is showing a little bit of nerves. He's actually missing a lot of shots on his Mutalisks, so opting to cancel that extra creep colony as well, knowing that that one isn't going to die now. There is a few lings actually moving down with another Mutalisk. There's so many lings left alive though for Naugrim, so he's not going to be able to do too much damage. He doesn't have another hatchery.
Muta suicide! Oh god. Ty2 just suicided a mutas into the natural. Or 1 muta.
Oh no. He did get an Overlord, so he has blocked off all the vision. It looks like he's going to try and expand behind this now with his drone. I mean, Naugrim is sort of penned into his base now. He can't really push out. He's now getting his own Spire as well. It is at 150 health. And eventually he will be able to overwhelm Ty2 here. But if Ty2 can expand, we may see a bit of a different game. Oh, but the Ling blocks it!
Oh man, really good counter Ling here by Naugrim, although it looks like it's going to get taken down by the Mutas, so the drone will be able to make a hatchery. I
think that's partially off Hex, isn't it? I think it's one Hex too high, maybe.
Is it?
Either way, I always have trouble. It's because like the build hitbox of hatcheries is so strange. It looks a lot smaller than the actual hatchery is. But we do see the Mutas try and move in and do some damage to the Lings, but they just keep getting hit by the Spore.
He's got 4 Mutas now. He would have had 5 if he hadn't suicided that one, and I mean, he's just trying to get what he can, which is very, very little, so yeah, I mean, let's take a look at the drone counts here. 4 drones, plus 3 on the mining is 7, plus 8, plus 7, 14, 15, 16, 17 drones, I think, for Naugrim, and nowhere, well, how many drones are here? Something like 11, 12, 15, that's actually pretty close to like 14, 15.
The middle line isn't protected by the spores properly. The Mutas can actually do some Muta harass here. They did take out one drone, but he needs to be very careful. He can't afford to lose anymore. One's so close to death. One thing to note as well is, for a little bit there, Ty2 actually went ahead in supply for the first time this game. He only dropped there just while he built the similar extractor, so... Yeah. I mean, Ty2 is still really far behind, but he can still come back into this.
The problem with that is that his supply is a lot occupied by Mutas, whereas Naugrim's supply is mostly in drones, until now, basically, where he started making some Mutas. So Naugrim's economy is really pumping, and also this second gas that has been mining for a really long time. I actually wish I could see how much gas he's actually mined from this, how much gas he's actually ahead. But yeah, now is the time to catch up. I actually wonder if either of them have gotten or started any of the air upgrades. I feel like, you know, getting the carapace is really, really strong in ZvZ in these large Muta battles.
Yeah, the one thing is Ty2 is pretty broke when it comes to having the money to actually get the upgrades. I do see the spires pulsating, but I can never remember if that's actually what they look like normally, or if that is how different they are.
That's a good point. I have no idea.
I even put it on F5 and I can't tell.
Huh. That's an excellent point. I have no idea. Wait, I also just noticed the top of spore colonies looks gross. Ew. Anyway.
Yeah. You'll notice that they've actually got the weird, like, little mouth that Mutas have that fire out the acid spores.
Yes, exactly. Ooh, nice, nice ogling at the top left by Naugrim. Just checking, make sure there's no hidden expansion anywhere, because that is certainly a way that Ty2 could have potentially pulled it back. But oh, here we go. Mutas coming into the natural. No spore colonies for Ty2. He needs his Mutas back here.
Yeah, we do see 8 Mutas versus 9, but oh my god, there's so many Scourge.
Looks like Ling's coming in for Naugrim as well. This could be the final engagement. So many Scourge connecting, but it looks like Ty2 might have the win on the air, but he doesn't have the win on the ground, which means these Zerglings, what are they going to do? They are actually going for the hatchery for some reason, not going into the main. Oh, because there's a Sunken in the main. Yeah,
unbelievably, Ty2 actually managed to hold that. His Mutas are very low on health, but he is now 3 Mutalists up, unless I can't count. Trying to double click on the Mutas, but they're moving around too quickly.
I think you're right.
Yes.
Yep, so he ended that with 10 Mutas to Naugrim's 7, and is now coming out with a bunch of Scourge. The supplies are actually incredibly close, and once again, I suspect Naugrim probably still has... Oh man, Naugrim making a mistake. This Overlord that was used to stack the Mutas actually kept walking to the top right, or kept floating, I guess. So a free Overlord there for Ty2. And yeah, so Ty2, I mean, given how close the supplies are, he should have a slight air advantage, given that he has fewer drones. I mean, I'm still making that assumption, but I'm not sure if it's true anymore, because looking at the mineral lines, actually, given that he picked off a few drones of the natural, it could be way closer than I thought here. This is an incredibly close ZvZ game, and this is the semifinals, guys. Whoever wins this goes on to the finals to play, I believe, Scan?
Yeah, Scan is waiting in the finals for them, so... Whoever comes out of this is going to have to ZVT. Unless Ty2 wins and he goes random again, but that would be kind of insane.
Alright. Any upgrade yet for these dudes? Ooh, +1 attack for Ty2. Interesting. And no upgrade yet for Naugrim. So the +1 attack isn't quite as effective as the +1 carapace in the Muta battles because the armor is actually applied for each Glaive Worm bounce, so you actually get it applied 3 times. However, the attack upgrade is cheaper than the carapace upgrade. I believe it's 100-100, whereas carapace is 150-150. And Ty2, obviously, having a low eco for a very long time, maybe just went for that one as it's the cheaper upgrade.
Oh, is Ty2 going to scout this bottom left base? He's sending drones, links to all the extra bases just to make sure. He's going to find this third base. And one thing to note is he sent a Scourge into the main and natural of Naugrim just to see what was going on. And
okay.
He's been droning up pretty decently, I guess. He's added a few more drones on his natural. It looks like Naugrim has droned up a lot more, but that does mean that when it comes to the eventual air battle again, he should be slightly behind in the meter account once more.
Yes, indeed. And the thing is, and what's funny is these two Zerglings are actually going to force a cancel on this hatchery because the Mutas can't risk moving over there to defend it. Otherwise, Ty2 can instantly counterattack in the main or the natural and kill a bunch of drones. And the links will take a lot longer. Sorry?
Yeah, he's sending 4 links down there, but I don't think they're going to get there in time.
That's very
It's going to be so close. Either way, this hatchery is going to be so damaged when it comes actually finishes.
Yeah, ring around the rosy, and we're out. Peace.
That was a nice little bit of Zergling micro there from Ty2, saving one of his lings. We'll actually manage to pull that back. There's a Zergling from Naugrim at the top middle base, just checking for an extra base from Ty2. But Ty2 with, looks like nearly 2 full control groups of Mutalisk. Actually, is that one control group? No, that must be one control group. It's just so weird when they're all like morphing in and out of each other. Yeah. Another Ling will actually scout the Mutas running around as well, so he knows that he should be in a decent position. But look at that hatchery, only on 400 health when it finished.
Wow.
And Ty2 actually sending 2 Scourge over there just to check the health, I imagine, and see that there's no units spawning.
Oh my god, please tell me he's not sending the Mutas there. If he sends the Mutas there, Naugrim can immediately counter into his main, because he has no static defenses. I don't think it's a good idea. He is pulling back right now. By the way, Naugrim did get +1 carapace. So Naugrim, I would say, has the upgrade advantage with the +1 carapace versus the Oh no, it's 1-1! Ty2 has 1-1! Okay, so he has the upgrade advantage. I take it back. Ty2 has 1-1 already on his Mutalisks, and is now sending over what appears to be just 4 Mutas to finish off this base.
That is really clever. Not overcommitting, and also has that Scourge there to defend against like a single Scourge if needs be. Naugrim is actually trying to get the Spore Colony up. He takes out the drones there. Is he going to be able to take down the hatchery? No, he's not. He's going to fly away. Not willing to risk it, but look, Naugrim's had to send most of his Mutas there. Ty2 doesn't capitalize though.
Yeah, looks like realizing he only has time to grab the 2 drones and run away, which is a pretty nice little free victory for him there, and is now going to bring the 4 Mutas back to regroup with the flock, and he's now going for the natural. It looks like most of the Mutas, yeah, all the Mutas have returned though for Naugrim. Are we going to see a game-ending attack? He is 1-1 against 1-0. Ty2, the supplies are almost dead even. I have no idea who's going to win. This looks like he's going to first try and micro down some drones to perhaps bait the Mutas out of range of the Spore Colonies. Remember, there are 2 Spore Colonies in the natural. He does not want to fight over those. Ty2 does, and of course Naugrim would want to, but it looks like Ty2 might be getting baited in. No, looks like he's flying back. This is insanely close. Looks like one random Link tried to run into the natural, but there's actually a lot of Mutas at the natural. Ty2 should probably bring those forward. They could make the difference in this eventual fight here. He's got like 4 Mutas just chilling at the natural. More Mutas there now, but look at it. He's micing down a lot of
drones as well.
Oh my god.
Ty2 has put himself in a really nice position. He's just ahead in supply now after killing those 2 drones. It does finally catch up, but there's just so many Mutas for both players right now, and it's kind of crazy at what they're actually going to do next. And knowing that he has some Mutas at home, he's actually going to go down and kill this base. How quickly is this going to die? Oh, he actually killed the Spore Colony in 2 volleys.
But he's countering! Naugrim is countering! I don't think this was a good idea for Ty2, because Ty2 has no defenses at home. Look at these, he knows he's immediately pulling all his drones. He's so far away. This was a very questionable decision here by Ty2. He wanted to make something happen, but Naugrim's going in. He might go for the Spire. Naugrim is going straight for the Spire, but the Mutas are coming back. No, that is only a handful of Mutas. He instant one-shots the Spire and is now going after the Mutas of Ty2.
Oh, he's gonna get all the drones as well, all the drones transferred away from the natural. There's so many Mutas though, it's so hard to see what's going on.
Oh my god, I cannot tell who's winning. Ty2 appears to be winning. It's 2 Carapace though. Second level Carapace has finished the Naugrim. Ty2 needs to get all his Mutas in here, but Ty2 appears to be winning the air war. Ty2 is winning the air war just barely, just slightly. And how many drones has it cost him? He's cost him his Spire, it's cost him drones. Half his army is AFK right now. Can he counterattack and do anything? Holy bananas.
I mean,
creep colonies.
Right now, he needs to move right now and kill the Spire of Naugrim, or he's going to be in a world of hurt. He needs to go right now if he wants to do any damage.
Oh my god.
He's actually droning up as well, so he's planning to carry on. He's sending 4 more lings over to this bottom left base. There's not actually an hatchery there again, but there is a drone. Somehow the the animation of the dead hatchery is still there. I don't know if he cancelled one, but
very interesting. Alright, well, I extracted dead. Drone's gonna stay hidden at the bottom right corner. Random Scourge making sure the 6 o'clock has nothing going on. I think the Spire, okay, the Spire has almost been, well, actually, it's about halfway done now again for Ty2. The second Spire, the Muta's coming back though. We're gonna have the second Muta war.
Yeah, Naugrim could be making a mistake here. Ty2 still has so many Mutalists.
Oh man, here we go. Muta's everywhere. I don't know who's who. Muta's on Muta action here. The bounce.
I think Naugrim may have this battle though.
Oh,
there's just so many red Mutalists in this cloud.
Wait. The Overlord's coming over. The Overlords are absorbing bounce. The drones on the bottom are all dead because they absorbed the bounce from Naugrim's Mutas. The hatchery's even absorbing some bounce. It's going to be exceptionally close, but look at this. Ty2 wins, but
Scourge!
The Scourge! The Scourge connect.
He just lost like 4 Mutas to those 2 Scourge as well. That was insane.
Oh my god. 6 Mutas remain for Ty2. He lost a whole bunch of drones here as well. The fact that the bounce from the Glaive Worms were actually helping or being absorbed by some of his own friendly units there, I think helped turn the air war in his favor, but at what cost? It looks like, though, he's taking down the Scourge. Zergling's now coming into his main.
I think he just lost another... I think he lost another Mutalist there. This is such a crazy ZVZ. It's 20 minutes in, and neither player is really mining.
Wait, Ty2 has a big supply lead, though.
I think he's still got more Mutas.
Oh.
He has a few idle lings over on the left side of his base, but I'm not really sure where the supply lead's coming from. He does have 9 Mutalists. How many Mutalists does Naugrim have? He has 2 at his natural.
Ty2 has 11 Mutas now, and I think it's only 7 for Naugrim. 6. Alright, wow. Oh, hidden base at the 9, though.
He does have the 2 Scourge. Oh, this could be good, but Ty2 has been pretty good at moving his ling around. He does have that ling at the bottom, but he will need to scout this. I mean, the thing is, both of them are on such low drones that it's not actually worth expanding at this point, I don't think. Naugrim does have the drone advantage for now, though.
Look at the main bases. Those minerals are getting quite low. I might actually see the first time ever, like, a mineral patch disappearing in a Zerg's base from being mined out. How crazy is that? Holy...
Oh, he's sending lings out. Has he sniffed out this 9 o'clock base? He's sending a ling right over there. Or is he just beating up the other ones? Oh my god, he's gonna scout it!
Ty2 is too smart. Knows that Naugrim would try something like this. I think he really got the sense that he won the air war and Naugrim needed to try something like this. When you go from Mass Muta versus Mass Muta into one player switching to Zergling Scourge, the player who switched usually is the one behind, and it's kind of like a somewhat of a desperation move.
I think this is going to be the game-winning attack for Ty2, though. Look how many Mutalists he has in comparison to Naugrim, and he's got so many Scourge as well. It's going to be so hard for Naugrim to hold. He's actually adding on another hatchery in his main, or in his natural anyway. He's got 4 creep colonies, 3 spore colonies in his natural right now. Knowing he's behind in the air war and using those minerals on those hatcheries is actually not going to benefit him here. It's going to be a detriment to his army, actually. And Ty2, once again, really cleverly sending a single Scourge just to see if he could get a little hit on something. But Ty2's moving up to another 2 control groups of Mutalists here.
Yeah, it looks like a random Zergling just gonna get taken down, and Naugrim still persisting on the hidden expansion attempts, now going for the bottom left yet again. But look at this, Ty2 with the good constant scouting, and is also moving his Overlord farm to the top left for all the nice stacking goodness. Meanwhile, Naugrim's just keeping all his Overlords at home. And interestingly, I don't see any continued upgrades from either player. Still 2-0 for Naugrim, still 1-1 for Ty2. To be fair, Ty2 did lose his Spire, so I guess there's no way for him to have another upgrade. But Naugrim apparently opting not to go for the +1 attack, and he's actually mined out his main for the most part. Look at that!
Oh, wow.
When was the last time you saw a mined out main in ZvZ, Kix?
A very, very long time ago. This is absolutely insane. He's got at least 2 control groups of Mutelisks now, I think, has Ty2. And Naugrim still, he's trying to add more Mutelisks. He's now got 2-1 though. It just finished. So the Glaives are now doing 9+1 damage. And it doesn't look like Ty2. Ty2 has also got 2-1 as well.
What?
He's got +2 attack though.
Oh.
He's got +2 attack instead of +2 carapace. That must have just finished, because I just had his Muters selected a minute ago, and they didn't have anything.
Dude.
Oh, there's a big Zergling attack on the drones. He's catching the drones that have tried to transfer over this. Wait, all the Mulisks are over there. Is he going to counter? Well, oh, the Scourge! No, he pulls away.
The thing is, Naugrim has so many spores, it's actually difficult for Ty2 to counter him, whereas it's much easier for Naugrim to counter Ty2. Also, though, I think this is a mistake from Ty2. Carapace in Muta versus Muta battles have got to be way more effective than +1 on the Glaive Worm, because, you know, as I said before, the Carapace is applied 3 times. So, I'm really surprised that Ty2 opted to get +2 attack before +2 Carapace. I mean, for the +1 attack, I can understand getting +1 attack rather than +1 Carapace because of the price difference. It actually makes a big difference that early in the game. But this late in the game, you know, the extra little bit of minerals for the Carapace, I think, is way, way, way better.
They both have 3 bases. This is crazy. What kind of a ZvZ is this?
3rd base for Ty2 is not going to last much longer, though.
Yeah, he needs to go and send someone to defend, but he only really has his air. And he's just got so many Mutelisks, though. Look at that. There's more than 2 control groups of Mutelisks.
That is an insane Mutaflot.
Oh, but Naugrim's going in for the counterattack. He doesn't have many Scourge, though.
Oh man, Naugrim with the 2-pronged attack. Ling's at the 12 o'clock. Mutas at the natural, and he's immediately running away. Look at this. He knows. He's just baiting him away. He kills the hatchery and immediately runs away. He loses a few Mutas in retreat, but he also killed a bunch of drones at the natural as well at the cost of something like 4 or 5 Mutalisks. But was that worth it for Naugrim? I gotta say it was. I think the Scourge for Ty2 are seeing the bottom left. I think he already saw it previously, actually, but what can he possibly do about it? Holy, this ZvZ! What is going on?
Ty2 and Naugrim bring in the entertainment this week. Wow. And Ling's again checking for sort of hidden bases up here in the top left. It looks like he's going to try and get the hatchery again, but the 2 drones will go down. Ty2, okay, I was going to say he's getting mined out, but he has so many minerals at his natural where he's not been mining there very long, where he keeps being forced to send the drones away. Looks like Naugrim's actually close to mining out a few of the patches. Oh, the Mulisks are going to go down to the bottom left though. And Naugrim's going to go immediately for the counterattack. And these Mulisks are so far away. Could we even see a base race here?
Oh my god, I don't think a base race is a good idea for Ty2. He's actually making an Evo chamber because he knows that Naugrim's spores are really helping him out here. The Mutas are coming all the way back, but how much damage? Naugrim can kill the Spire again! He can actually kill the Spire again! Oh my god!
The drones as well.
Oh my god, this must be so frustrating for Ty2 to play. The Zerg player with the static defenses, it just has such a huge advantage in these like exchanges.
He's gonna get the base. But he doesn't have many Mutas. Look at the air force from Ty2. And now we go into the mode where we can't actually see what's going on, but there are so many blue wings. There's blue wings everywhere. All the red wings are disappearing.
Oh my god, the red wings are disappearing, but the Scourge coming in from the back. Is it going to be enough? Ty2, he's lost all his space. He's lost his Spire yet again, but he comes out with a 25 supply advantage. Is this the time for the counterattack? Is this the time to get the win?
It's 12 Mutas versus 3. I think he can just counterattack and win now. Like, he needs to at least go in and try and take out the Spire. And then we end up in this weird ZvZ where it's 30 minutes into the game and they're both switching back to Lings, checking back up to Lair again. I think Ty2's just being too passive this game. He nearly lost his spawning pool though.
Wait, Ty2 has 3 mutas at the 12 o'clock. I think he forgot about them. He's AFK.
Either that or... Yeah, it's either that or he sent them to clear out some lings, but...
Ty2's expanding towards his opponent. He has the air advantage, so he's expanding towards Naugrim.
He needs to defend it though. There is a ling there and it scouts it. Oh, there's so many lings. Naugrim has so many lings given the fact that supplies are so close. It just goes to show how much supply Ty2 actually has in his Mutalisks at the moment.
Yep. And 3 o'clock is scouted, but that's okay because he's actually nearby.
Yeah, I think this is a much better choice for his third at this point as well. He does have the Evo Chamber. He's adding on his Spire again. Oh, he didn't lose the lair. I thought he lost the lair. That was really close though.
Yep.
Oh, there is a load of Zerglings coming in. A 2-pronged attack going for this third hatchery and the main at the same time.
He's got to be cancelled. He can't save it, right? Oh, maybe he can?
Oh my god. That's so close. It may even be worth cancelling and remaking it again just so he gets full health though, given how dangerously close it is to the mutas of Naugrim.
Oh man, dude. Grim Boogaloo says, if ZvZ was always like this, I would never have switched to Terran. I feel you, man. This is an insane ZvZ. I feel like Ty2 just, you know, in terms of the numbers advantage, he's had the numbers advantage the whole time, but Naugrim has kind of been outplaying him strategically here with the backstabs.
He's up 40 supply! How is he up 40 supply in ZvZ?
Oh my god. And the game is not over, Kicks. Crucially, he's up 40 supply, but the game is not over. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah. There's just so many spore colonies. He just can't attack. It's crazy. The one crazy thing as well is Naugrim actually sent a drone to the very top left base, right in the path of the Overlords as well. So that hatchery... Oh man, a hatchery in the bottom left. Going to be cancelled again by a lot of Ty2's lings. We see lings trying to move in to snipe the hatchery, but all the Mulists are there, and we may see another air battle again. I don't think that would be a good idea for Naugrim though.
Oh man, Naugrim, he's got to cancel. There's an awkward drone here. There's the cancel. I don't know why he's making extractor there. Whoops.
Oh man.
Bye-bye.
Wait, I mean, Naugrim is eventually going to mine out. Like, he needs to get a third base, but he's so low in supply that he can't afford to.
Oh man, this game is insane.
Oh, he just cleared up the lings on the left and he's sending a drone immediately. I don't understand why he's not taking 6 o'clock. It's so much closer. He's taking 9 o'clock again. Why?
I guess
it's just gonna get scouted eventually.
Well, the thing is, he can't fight Ty2's army anymore. So the only way for him to actually take an expansion is not to defend it, but to have it so far away that if Ty2 tries to attack it, he backstabs.
Oh, he's going into the main again, but this time he's not going to find the Spire because it is in fact of the natural. Pulling back. There's so many lings though.
Ling's running into the natural, Muta's running into the main base. He's not going to find the Spire. He can potentially kill the spawning pool, but he's got to leave very soon because the Mutas of Ty2 should be coming back. I don't know what he's going for. It looks like he's not even going to bother getting the spawning pool. He's immediately going to run away. Where are the Mutas?
Sunken's dead though.
What the heck is going on here?
Or the Mutas do get out. They actually fly past an Overlord. The interesting thing is he knows the Overlords are in the top left, so he could actually go and kill those. Oh, there's more lings moving into the third base. This third hatchery is so low on health, but there is lings to defend as well. And all of Ty2's mutas, he does have 23 mutas now as well. How many mutas does Naugrim have? He has 10 in his first control group, and that is it. So if it comes down to an air battle, Naugrim is not going to win that battle in any way, shape, or form.
Nope.
And he didn't opt to build the hatchery over on the left because he can't afford it. He has no money. He's actually sending another drone out because he may as well not mine right now. I think he's mannering... No, he's not. I was going to say, I think he's mannering one of the mineral fields, but the drones, like, slide around the edge.
Oh man, it looks like Naugrim is reduced to running around the map with Zerglings trying to find an opening, but this expansion by Ty2, taking the 3 o'clock, is actually so smart. It's so unintuitive, right? You look at it, you're like, what? You just expanded, you know, in your opponent's face, but actually that's the best place, you know, given the imbalance of power here from Ty2, and this third base, you can see it's actually operational. This is really going to decide the game, I think, if Naugrim can't get one of these corner bases. He's again trying to take 9 o'clock. It's again scouted by Ty2. Ty2's actually flying down here Did he get another upgrade? Still at 1 carapace and 2 attack. I suspect Naugrim couldn't afford it. No, he's actually up to 2-2. Naugrim up to 2-2 upgrades on his Muta, but he's got such a numbers inferiority, and he's actually just flying through the middle.
Oh, the Scourge! Oh, I think this is game. No, Ty2 isn't following. I guess the thing is, Ty2 knows he doesn't need to attack. He has his third base, he has such a high Muta count. All he has to do is just keep sending links to deny the bases. And Naugrim's actually got a drone at the bottom left again. Maybe trying to double expand, but he's just so low on money. His natural is almost mined out. And that will be pretty... I think in the 9 years I've been watching this game, I have never seen a Zerg in a ZVZ mine out his main and natural.
Kicks, look at the timer. 33 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a 33-minute ZVZ, and this is not even a high-level ZVZ. This is pure Muta Ling battles non-stop.
The Mutas in the middle of the map, there's just so many of them. Oh, and the Mutas come out from Naugrim's base to try and catch the... I mean, he may as well just A-move into all the spores now. I think he's got this. He has 2-1 still. He's taking out the few remaining drones of Naugrim. And yeah, it's crazy. Usually if you see a ZVZ this long, it's because it's gone to Hive, but they just haven't been able to afford it at all.
Oh,
actually adding on more creep colonies as well as third. He's not even really mining it as third right now. He's got so many drones in his natural that's almost mined out that he may as well transfer some. But then, how has Naugrim got so many links? There's just so many links that are moving in, but they're just finding the Mutalisk straight away. Oh, and the link counterattack as well, going straight over to this 9 o'clock, which is now semi-mining.
I think part of the reason this game is going so long is because of how nervous Ty2 is and not wanting to throw the game away in a silly fashion. You know, he checked. Oh my god, Naugrim's attacking his own hatchery! Naugrim's attacking his own hatchery! Naugrim, stop! Naugrim, stop! Yamete!
Oh my god. Naugrim is probably losing, like, everything right now. His mind must be shot, like... ZVZ seems stressful enough as it is, and this has been 35 minutes. These Mutalisks are going to fly in and just immediately kill this hatchery. He's probably going to wonder why it's on so low health. Oh my god. Oh, the Mutas from Naugrim are going to go for a counterattack. There is only, 2 spores now, but there's even Mutalisks left home to defend as well. There's just so much air for Ty2, who is nearly 100 supply up.
He's got 130 supply of Mutas. What is this game? Oh my god.
Green Elf in chat said C can't even kill his own building. How is this game ever going to end?
Oh wait, but we might have the final engagement. He's catching the Mutas. Naugrim is trying to out-micro like 4 control groups of Mutas right here. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Like, Ty2's not even fighting with his whole group. He's just using one.
He doesn't need to, yeah, it's just easier to just use one control group of Muta. GG! And Ty2 does find himself in the finals of a tournament he wasn't really sure how far he'd go, being really nervous against Scan. So we're going to see a TVZ final unless he goes random again. I mean, that was just an insane series.
Guys, 36 minute ZVZ. Oh my god.